Now everybody's like, oh, January 1, I'm going to do it. You get 3 to 6 weeks in and boom, 80% of the people are off the island and there's the few that are left.
I mean, resolutions, I mean, it's whatever resonates with you. I don't really love goals because goals feel like something people fail all the time at goals versus I want to think about like, what systems do I need for success? Because then it's a roadmap. And then I start looking for the right thing versus like people get over focused on the goal of like, I'm going to win the gold medal. I'm going to win the gold medal. I want to know like what systems they have in place to be at that level of success. So, because that's what I can copy. We can have the same goal. It doesn't really mean I'm going to achieve the same goal just because we have the same goal. I want to find the system. And I think it's also really helpful to come to terms with, like you said, of like, how much do you want it? Is this a goal that you can arrive at and just coast there? Or do we really need to get used to the idea of like, I'm marrying a system, especially health related, of like, you may have a goal of losing 30 pounds, but you also need to get comfortable with the fact of like, you're going to now be a gym goer, most likely, or you're now going to be a person that probably eats more vegetables than you currently do, something along those lines. But like you said, I don't think people need to cut out like any specific foods. Typically, it's usually just finding that lifestyle, that system, that baseline of food and activity that works. And then again, from that baseline, you can kind of work in how often do we treat ourselves and what is your method of treating yourself? Maybe it was, very extravagant binging before was your treat. And now maybe it's a small slice of cake that you split with your husband or something like that. Like there's so many ways to do it. So I would definitely say like, start chasing the system to be successful and thinking like, what does that successful person do that I can do?